once again to my YouTube channel. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to you. Yes, you that's watching this video right now, and a happy new year to your family, your friends, your loved ones. Thank you for staying tuned to this channel. Now, we're going to be making a skirt tutorial today. If it's something you like or you're interested in, please stay tuned, like, comment, and share this video. I'm just making sure my fabric is folded equally, and it's folded by my hip divided by 4 plus 3 inch. My hip is the widest, divided by 4 plus 3 inch. You could do plus 2 inch, but I usually do 3, 2 thereabouts. Now I'm making a line to take off the white part. Next, I'm placing the distance from my waist to my hip, which is 9. The distance from my waist to hip, 9. The distance from my hip to under hip, 9. So that's what I'm ruling out. Next, I'll be taking my waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. That's what I'm marking out here. Next, my hip divided by 4 plus another 1 inch. The next, my under hip minus the total number of measurements I have on my hip. Now, if my hip total plus allowance is 11, my under hip is going to be 10. That's minusing 1. Unless you want a more penciled effect, you could go for 1.5, reduction of 1.5. Next up, you want to make sure your full length is equal to your under hip. That's what gives you the pencil. And if you can see, that was what I was doing. Just making a straight line down to the hem. Make sure to connect your lines from your hem to your under butt, from your under butt to your hip, straight to your waist. Make sure you have a perfect curve right there. And that's what you can see me doing. I'm just making sure everything is in order, the line is visible, the curve is curving, and now that I'm sure, you just go ahead to cut it. So I'm going to cut it off following the lines I made. That's why you need to be certain of your lines, okay? Now, you know the length of our Ankara is 45 inches, tops 46. I've not even seen 46, I'm just saying, but 45, the maximum. My skirt length is not 45, it's 44. So I'm taking that 1 inch off. That's what you see me marking. I'm cutting off that 1 inch. And before you start thinking about it, the actual skirt length is not 44. I added about 2-inch hemming allowance. That's what rounded it up to 44. Now we're going to take this piece and place it on a piece of folded fabric, keeping in mind our zipper allowance. That's what you see. That's the extra you see there. I'm just marking my lines, my hip line, my waist lines, so it will be visible on the zipper allowance space I left. As you can see, I'm just measuring it to make sure I have about 2 inch there. I usually leave 2 inch, though I'm not using the whole 2. I will cut some off. Now on my waist, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch, and on my hip, I'm going to mark 1 inch. Connect those lines. Going down to my under butt, I'm marking 1/2 inch. Same 1/2 inch I marked on the waist. Now, if you don't want to do 1/2 inch, you can do 0.7. It all depends on what you want. This skirt of mine is going to be having slits, so I won't need to connect my 1/2 inch to the hem, okay? I will not be doing that because it's going to have a slit. I need that extra. Now you can see me cutting it out. Watch exactly. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please just watch this video slowly. You will understand. Now that I'm done, I'm just cutting everything out. Now for my front skirt, for my front pattern, I'm just going to take out 1 inch from the mid waist. I don't know if you understand, Sha, but from the midpoint there, I'm going to take out 1 inch and slant it. This is because I don't want the middle of my skirt to be too up, the front part to be up and folding and gaping, or I don't even know. But it just sure makes a difference. It makes a whole lot of difference when you take out 1 inch, half inch from the midpoint straight to the sides. Okay, so that's what I did. Now I'm just marking my midpoint. Is it midpoint? It's called dot lines. So that's just it for the skirt. So remember, this is a wrapper illusion skirt. So we'll be needing two parts of our front, two front pattern. You could cut this two at once or you could cut it differently. It doesn't really matter, no difference. Just get two of this pattern. As you can see, I traced out the second pattern using the first. Now that we have our pattern, we're just going to make some little adjustments. Now on our hip line, you know our hip is always bulging out, always out of our straight line. So what we measured for our hip is not what we're going to measure for our waist, what we're taking out. Now for my hip, I took out 1.5, whereas for my waist, I took out 1. And I'm also going to take out 1 for my hem. I don't know if you understand. My hem, I'm going to take out 1. My hip is going to be 1.5 to take out that curve. Because if you take one from up to down, if you take it straight down, you're still going to get your curve. So that was what I did here. I took out 1 from my waist, 1.5 from my hip, and 1 from my hem. And I'm just going to cut it out. It's going to give us that straight wrapper effect we want. So you can see the finished product. This is what our wrapper illusion is looking like. Now I'm just going to place out my front pattern and place the wrapper on top of it. This is how we're going to be sewing it, and this is how it is supposed to look like. So we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching so far. Please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.